Hey there traders, hope you guys are well. Really hope you had an awesome Christmas, and I'm wishing you guys a happy new year as well. So guys, I just want to give you a gift going into the new year. I want to give you guys something exciting to think about. I've got a couple of notes here that I've written down, and I just want to talk quickly about a couple of things that are going to drastically improve your trading. And basically the first one is that, a lot of you are, going back to my last couple of videos, I spoke about trading on the higher time frames with low risk and doing the opposite of what retail traders are doing. As you know, most of what's on YouTube right now is ICT method and smart money concepts and all these things that are basically teaching you to trade on the lower time frames with like high risk, tight stops. The problem with that is that the lower time frames, because you're getting stopped out a lot of the time, and you're seeing, maybe 3 to 4, maybe 5 setups are down the lower time frames. The lower time frames are constantly proving you wrong, and you're constantly getting shut down by the market. And what happens in life when you're constantly wrong? You want to fight back, and you want to get back in, and you want to prove yourself right. You want to fight back, and that's why the lower time frames just wreck your psychology. So as I said, you need to go from the lower time frames now to the higher time frames and trade with low risk, because people are trading the lower time frames, and on top of that they're trading with high risk, so it's just messing up their trading completely. Do you know that there's another strategy besides your technical strategy? Everybody is so focused on the technical strategy, but there's a completely different strategy that you're not making use of. Everybody is focused on the technical strategy, changing their strategy all the time, thinking that the strategy is the problem, but there's a completely different strategy that you're not utilizing that's actually going to make you profitable, and you're doing the opposite of what you need to do, with this actual strategy. You are aware of it, but you're not actually implementing it, and what this is that is the leveraging strategy. So your leverage or your position sizing, that's a completely different strategy on its own. And you guys, if you're watching this video, you're probably struggling with your trading, and the biggest problem you have, the reason why you're struggling with your trading, is because you're over leveraging on every position. If you look back over this year and the previous year, you've probably blown accounts, taken big losses, really struggling with your trading. And if you look at it, what has been the biggest problem in your trading? If you really think about it hard, what has been the biggest problem? And the biggest problem is that your leverage or your position size has always been too big, because you'll often see the market stop you out, or you'll panic and close the trade, or blow your account only to the next day. Then you'll see the market would have gone in your favor and you would have made nice profits. So trading on the higher time frames with low risk, what that'll do is it'll provide you with better setups, and it'll provide you with a lot more consistency. The gains will be smaller, but the consistency will be a lot higher, and that will lead to significant better gains on your account over the months and over, the year, 2 years, over the weeks, over the months. Throughout the course of the year, you'll see that there'll be a major consistency growth in your account, and that your account will grow substantially because of consistency and trading with taking bite-sized profits out of the market, or catching big runners with low risk. All of those things are going to benefit you. A couple of years ago, about 2 or 3 years ago, I spoke with my broker, and what he told me was, I just spoke to the technical guy at the brokerage, and I just asked him, do you guys actually have profitable traders? Are there profitable traders that exist? Because I was battling with my trading at that time, and I asked him, do you trade? And he actually said he does trade, and I asked him, are you profitable? And he said he is profitable. And I asked him, well, can you tell me what the profitable traders are doing, and also what you do? So he basically told me that he takes really small positions on the indices, and he trades off the daily chart. He doesn't look anything lower than the daily, and sometimes he drops down to the 4-hour chart. And he said he doubles his account at least he'll double at least 2 accounts every year, and he takes really bite-sized, like really small positions on the indices. So that's what he does, and that's what he saw the profitable traders, because he can see the clients, he can see the guys who are doing well, who aren't doing well, and that's what he saw based on looking at clients' results. Okay, because how many times do you take a trade only to get stopped out, and then later you see the market actually goes in your favor, and because your size was too big, you panicked and you closed out the position, or you stacked a few positions and then you let the market go back up to your break even. You caught a few pips and then you closed it, either at break even or a few pips, but hardly any profit. Or you over leverage, and the market just, you blow your account, or you do something stupid because you're always stressed out and you're always over leveraged. So when you trade small and you trade on the higher time frames, what happens is you trade less, so you don't constantly be proven wrong by the market. And because you're trading so small, well, not drastically small, what I mean by small is you got to trade with a size that you're comfortable with, and a size that basically doesn't bother you, a size that you can sleep at night with. So let's say, for example, you trade with a standard lot. What you want to do now is trade with, say, like a 0.3 lots. And what can make that even better, more beneficial, is to actually split that up into 3 as well. So you can now split up your 0.3, so you can trade with a 0.1. Market goes against you a little bit, you can add another position. And those positions will go in your favor. So trading with small risk, it gives you psychological benefits. You don't stress out, you have more confidence in your setups. You need to trade with a size that doesn't bother you, and you can even split up that size so that it doesn't even bother you even more, because the biggest psychological block that you have is because your size is always too big, and that's why you're never getting on the right side of the market. So going into this week, obviously the markets are going to be a little bit slow, so it might not be the best time to start this, but it's a good time to study into this and study into your psychology about your position sizing and your leverage, and build a game plan. Do the calculations and build a game plan going into next year, looking at your account size and figuring out what would be a size that you could trade with that's not going to affect your psychology, and that's going to actually help you be profitable and not over leveraged in the market, so that you can get onto the right side of the market and actually start being profitable. I actually want to show you guys in the next video or two I want to take a few trades with low risk off the higher time frames and show you the significant gains that I make on my account using low risk and trading on the higher time frames, and how it's not stressful, the gains are better. It's just a healthier way of trading. So I hope this video gave you guys some good ideas and some thoughts going into next year. Hopefully it's given you some excitement, and it's going to give you a lot more confidence going into next year with your trading. I can guarantee you that. So take this, have a good think about it, and start implementing it, and leave a few comments down below. Let me know if this has helped your trading, if you're seeing results and consistency now. I really appreciate that. Please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that as well. I'll catch you guys in the new year. Probably not going to make any more videos going into after this one, but first week next year or the second week I'll definitely be back, so I want to take a break. Have a good one, guys. Peace.